Hello friends, welcome to my new video. This is on the topic of thread and how we implement thread in Java and what are the various questions asked in thread. So what is thread? A thread is lightweight subprocess and it is the smallest unit of processing. Suppose there is a word processor and we are typing as well as there is a background application which check the spelling of what we are typing. So spell checker is another thread and what we are typing, that is another thread. So both are running simultaneously in the same process of word processor. So there are two threads which are running simultaneously in the same process. So that is the concept of multi-threading. It is the process of executing multiple threads simultaneously, and each thread will have its own stack. The stack will be different for each of the thread, but they will use a shared memory area. They don't allocate separate memory area, so it will save memory, and if you want to switch from one thread to another thread, it will take less time. But in case of multiprocessing, the process will have different memory area, so if you want to switch from one process to another, it will take more time. So multi-threading is preferred in Java and it will maximize the CPU utilization. So how we can create a thread in Java? Either by extending thread class or by implementing runnable interface. So if we are extending thread class, we have to override run method, but it is not compulsory. Then we have to call start method. And same thing is done in runnable interface. We have to implement runnable interface, then override run method, then call start method. If we are implementing runnable interface, implement runnable interface, override run method, it is required, and call start method. So both have almost same method. In one we are extending thread class and in one we are implementing runnable interface. But what is limitation of extending thread class? If we are extending thread class, we can't inherit other properties of other class, because we can't extend multiple classes in Java. So this is implementation of extending thread class. But if we are implementing runnable interface, we can acquire properties of other class, as we can extend multiple interface in Java. As we can implement multiple interface in Java, not extend. So runnable interface is preferred over thread class, because we can inherit other classes properties by implementing various interface. So I'll describe you how to create thread in Java. So first I'll create a class called thread example. So here we need to extend thread class, extends thread. So we are seeing thread is found in java.lang.thread. Now we have to override run method. Public void run, and we have to put our implementation here. I'm putting simply a console output program, thread running. Now we are creating object of this class. New thread sample. Now I am calling. So this is also an important step. Now we have to call the start method. So this will run thread running. So first we have to extend thread class, then we have to override run method, then we have to create object of this class and call the start method. So what will happen if we are calling the start method? What will happen if we are calling the start method? So if we are calling the start method, it causes the thread to begin execution. Thread.start method calls the JVM and it calls the run method of this thread. The result is that two threads are running concurrently. The current thread and the thread which execute its run method. So here we are seeing two threads are running. One is main method thread and one is this thread in which we are calling run method. So we are achieving multi-threading. So this is one method and we can achieve it implementing runnable class also. Implementing runnable interface. So I'll show you here only implementing. Sorry, I'll create another class. So this was extending thread class. I'll create another class which will show how to create thread implementing runnable interface. Thread runnable. So here I am implementing runnable interface. Implements runnable. Add unimplemented method. So it is necessary to provide our implementation here. So in thread and main method. So I'll create object of this class thread runnable equal to new thread runnable. Now I'll create a thread. Now I'll create a thread object. Thread T is equal to new thread and I'll pass this runnable this class object into the thread object. And we forgot to do one thing, that is the main step to start a thread, that is t.start. So it is achieving multi-threading as there are two threads, one is this one and one is the main thread. So we saw how to achieve threading, multi-threading in Java using two different methods. One is extending thread class. When we are extending thread class, we have to create object of the class and execute the start method. And if we are implementing runnable, we have to create object of this class, then create object of thread and pass this class object here. Then we have to call the start method and this method we have to override. This is compulsory. But we preferred implement runnable over extending thread because here we can implement multiple class if we want, because multiple inheritance is allowed in Java. But here we can't extend another. It will throw error. So thread runnable is more preferred. Implementing runnable is more preferred over extending thread class. I'll discuss other interview questions which are asked in thread. They are, can we call thread twice? So this is also an important question asked in Java. Can we call thread twice? Thread dot start twice? No, we can't call. If we call thread dot start twice, it will throw illegal thread state exception. Because a thread is already started and we are again calling thread dot start. So it will throw this exception. And second question is, can we call run method directly to start a new thread? No, you cannot call run method to start a thread, because if we are calling run method directly, it doesn't mean multi-threading. It will not create a new thread and it will be in the same stack as the main. So it is not preferred to call run method directly. We need to call start method to create a new thread. So I'll show you. Suppose we are not creating run method, start method, we are calling run method. It will be in thread. It will call this method and print, but both will be in the same thread. It is not multi-threading. If we are calling run method, it is not multi-threading. So we have to call start to achieve multi-threading. If we are calling start, then it will run this thread in different stack and this main will be in different stack. That is multi-thread. So we got to know the different questions asked in multi-threading. First one is how to create thread. We can create thread by either extending thread class or implementing runnable interface. And which one is preferred? Implementing runnable interface is preferred because we can implement multiple class. And can we call thread twice? No, we can't call thread.start twice because a thread is already running and we can't call other thread. So it will throw illegal thread state exception. I'll show you this. So if I am calling the same thread twice, what will happen? See, I'm getting java.lang.illegal thread state exception. So we can't call the same thread twice. And also we can't call directly run method to start a thread. We have to call start method. If we call only run method, it will not create a new thread. It will be in the same stack as main. So that's it for today. Please subscribe to my video so that I can create further new videos on interview questions. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.